Hello everyone, we're less than 24 hours away from the kickoff for the annual Farm and Ranch Expo by KNEB, and I have promotions director Kendra Feather with me. You've been running, I haven't seen a whole lot of you here.
No, I've been busy.
Imagine that.
It's a busy time.
Imagine that. So obviously things kick off bright and early Friday morning.
Right.
With the free breakfast.
Yep, it's really popular. Last year we fed about 450 people. Free breakfast, free parking, no admission fee. So come and eat and just walk through the booths. We have a vast variety of sponsors. We have like 90, just under 90 vendors
I was
this
going
year.
to say, is that the maximum number that we can have in that space?
Well, some of them have more than one booth.
Sure.
So, I mean, it just depends on how many vendors take how many booths. But 90 is a good amount, and they're from 5 different states. This is our 35th show, 35th annual show.
Wow.
And I've been part of it for 20 years. It's something I really look forward to, but it's one of the hardest working weeks I have, and the weather doesn't always cooperate like today.
Of course. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been slightly cold here recently.
Right.
Which doesn't help matters with setting things up, because it's not like you can keep the doors closed.
Yeah. We have to open her up.
keep everything warm inside. It's a little chilly. Of course, it will warm up inside once everything is set up and ready to go. And once you get more people in and milling around, it'll warm up nicely.
And we always have free
and
coffee,
quickly.
so
Yes.
that'll warm you up.
Yep,
So be sure to come out. Again, this is the 3rd year that we're going to have the cattle sort, and that has filled up pretty fast. I think we're close to over 100, like maybe close to 150 runs.
Wow.
From our first year being around 30.
30,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we're really kudos to Leslie Snyder for coming up with that idea and utilizing the barn and getting some people in from out of state to be participants in that.
That's going to be almost an all-day event then.
Yeah, on Saturday. It's going to be a big event.
That's gonna
They're
be a
thinking they
real
may
big
have to
event.
kick it off a little earlier. So.
Of course. A whole lot of things going on with the Farm and Ranch Expo, and we'll be back in just a moment to tell you about that. And we're back, and we have KNEB Promotions Director Kendra Feather with me. We're talking about the 35th annual KNEB Farm and Ranch Expo taking place at the Pepsi Event Center at the Mitchell Fairgrounds in Mitchell, coming up here on Friday and Saturday. Let's talk a little bit about putting together a 2-day event like this. Of course, this is your 20th one. You've been doing this for quite a long time. So there's obviously a rhythm that you get into putting these together.
I call it Jenga, like to put the map together. That's probably one of the hardest things, but, depending on the equipment that'll come in. With the weather this week, it's been a little difficult to get equipment in early, so we'll be on a little bit of a rush, but it just all seems to fall together. People know what they want to do, but when people are traveling from 5 different states to get here, we never know, weather might be a factor where they're coming from.
Sure.
So at the last minute, we've had to fill in with some people that we have people on a waiting list, and you can't get more excited about an event when you have a waiting list to be part of it. The vendors that go to all these shows, I mean, we're just so lucky that they come out and come to our show and like to come to our show, and the show's been beneficial for them. So it's a great show to be part of, and when those vendors that are at other shows and recommending to come to ours, I mean, what a compliment to us.
Well, I was going to say, this is one of the few big farm shows in this area that has ever happened.
Right, and they usually don't have them. And, there are some new things that are, some people are doing virtual shows. I'd really hate to go away from what we've done because we've put a lot of work into it, and I think people enjoy actually being involved with the clients that come.
I was going to say, there's something to be said about having that in-person contact with somebody from a company.
Right.
And you're able to talk with them and interact and really get a feel for the company, who they are, what they do, what they can provide, and
seeing the product in person.
Yeah.
Sometimes they've had to do demonstrations. There's been stuff that is sold in that building, and that afternoon, on Saturday afternoon, is going to its new owner. So that's a great deal. I mean, it can't be better than that. We have the Mountain Man there, so there's other things. So if you need to get something for your sweetheart, she always has Valentine's baskets made up. There's things for your home. But like we said, that free breakfast is a good kickoff.
Sure.
And then on Saturday morning, we offer the Farmer's Share breakfast. So breakfast burritos that cost usually $3 are going to be for a quarter till they run out.
Okay.
The Western Nebraska agribusiness women do that. And that's the farmer's portion of what they get from a $3 burrito, a quarter.
Yeah.
So,
which is amazing to think.
Yeah.
That's all that they get out of
all of that.
Yeah.
But we've been doing that for a few years too, to a salute out to the farmers. And plus you can get a nice breakfast and just come in. The doors open up at 9 o'clock, and that's when that breakfast kicks off.
Also, if you need to get a health check of one sort or another, there's that possibility.
Free blood pressure check, and it's not too late to still get a flu shot. I think they're doing T-TAP, and then also you can go to Sherrard's and They'll look in your ears to see if you have any issues or anything and make some recommendations. And AirLink, if the weather's well, will land out in the parking lot.
Yep, I
so you
remember
have
that.
that opportunity. But there's just a variety of things, whether it's medical or, you need to, again, like I said, the mountain man, sometimes you don't always catch them and they'll have a booth set up there. We have concessions so you can eat while you're up there. But like I said, I'm really proud of this show. It's a lot of work, but it's something we really take pride in. And we are owned by farmers and ranchers, so it's kind of what we do here. So.
And it's really all about the people.
Yes.
And it's the interaction between, like we were saying before, the interaction between those who come to attend and those who are there presenting their company or their entity's information or their products.
Right.
And it's that interaction that you had to have, over the past 20 years, met some really unique and interesting people.
Yes, I have. And I look forward, maybe I only see them once a year, but we'll email throughout the year or text, like if we see things that remind each other. And it's just become really a good friendship. And they trust what we do. So again, a compliment to us for what we do. And we just want people to come out and welcome these people to our community too.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic event coming up here Friday and Saturday. Friday starting at 7.
At 8.
Oh, excuse me, at 8 o'clock.
And ending at 5.
And ending at 5. And then Saturday it begins at
9 to 3.
That goes 9 to 3 at the Pepsi Event Center, the KNEB Farm and Ranch Expo, the 35th annual. Come on out, folks. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Kendra, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for letting me have part of your time.